Got a big problem, bro. One of my freaking lights went out, bro. Look at that, bro. That's freaking ridiculous. It just burned up. It just burned up, just went out. Huge shout out to 7-Eleven because apparently they have everything. And if my calculations are correct and I did this correctly, this should be the right lights for it. So let's go ahead and check it out. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm a fucking genius, bro. I just saved myself like fucking $800 or like whatever it was. Remember when that bus hit my truck and like this whole thing on the bottom was cracked over here? And I think it was either $600 or $800 freaking dollars, bro. $800 freaking dollars. So like I had to replace the whole thing. So that right there, that was $8. Today's episode is sponsored to you by your mom. Anywho, I found this bottle of Captain Morgan, which is Captain Morgan is spiced rum. It's like the normal shit that, if you know, like the big bottle that I get, it's like this, except a lot stouter. It's like stouter, and this one's a plastic bottle. This one's like a plastic bottle, and like I was very, very suspicious of this one because I found it tucked away in the back. And I looked everywhere. I went to 2 different places to find the normal one that I get, but I found this one, and supposedly it's exactly the same. So let's go ahead and take a little bit of a swig. Yeah, it tastes the same, but it looks way different. Could you imagine some places in the world they only have to be 18 years old to drink? Then, bro, that's a bad idea. I mean, granted, you know, I started drinking before 18, but oh, it's all in the past. Yeah, that was gonna be fully devastating if it like was what I thought it was going to be to replace that light, bro. If it was like $600 to replace that light, bro, I would have been donezo. I would have been screwed. I would have been like, I don't even know. I don't even want to think about it. It's just like amazing that I did figure it out. I figured it out by myself. I figured it out by myself how to replace the light, and I know that's like a lot of people who are super hands-on with vehicles. It sounds super laughable, but it's just like, I mean, granted, this isn't like the newest vehicle, but it is a newer vehicle, and a lot of newer vehicles, it's just like, if you think of like a 1996 Honda Civic, you can easily drop the engine and replace it with a brand spanking new engine. But it's like when you get like more newer vehicles, there's like a lot of like computers in the engine, and it becomes like a whole, like you need to buy like a whole like $5,000 recalibrating machine just to like make it work and everything like that. So in my mind, me being me, bro, like, how am I gonna replace like this light? But I just looked at it. I was like, all right, well, there's 2 screws. There's 2 other screws, and I opened it, and then like I untwisted. I was like, fuck yeah, bro. I was like, it's easy, bro. It's easy, bro. It's easy, bro. And I fucking did it, and like it's just like I was happy right at like as soon as I did it, as soon as I plugged it in. But I was just like, don't be happy yet, bro. I was like, don't be happy yet. I was like, did you start the vehicle? Does it actually work? Because if I start my truck and then the light still doesn't come on, it's like then I am screwed, bro. Because like I am running out of money already. Like I am running out of money, bro. And it's just like I took out this $2,600 personal loan. And once that money's gone, I don't even want to think about it. But it's just like I'm riding this wave out. And it's just like, people like me, who it's just like, I'm not like normal. I'm like a little bit, at this point below poverty line. It's just like, I hate when I see a lot of celebrities and like even like micro celebrities and like, people with like, they have like $100,000 inside of the bank of their own personal money. And I know that seems laughable to people, but it's just like, you are in a category that is like 1% of the world. And then motherfuckers like that will go ahead and say, oh, go ahead and have some kids. Go run. Go have some kids. And not even them, but like the people with like $750 million in the bank. Oh, go run. Go, they're telling like all these 18-year-olds, go run and fucking have some kids. And it's just like, who are gonna pay for the kids, bro? It's just like, who are gonna pay for the kids? And it's just like, you? And that's not the problem. But the problem is the wife. It's just like, because like as a man, it's just like, you need to get up, slave, go on slave. You need to go ahead. You're my slave. You need to go ahead and feed these kids. And it's like the woman in the relationship is just like whipping the dude 24/7. And it's not trying to get the man to work hard, because naturally men want to work hard at something that they love. The problem is that once they actually do start working hard, the wife just starts bullying, as a lack for a better word, the husband or boyfriend or whatever he is, the kid bearer, like 24/7 nonstop. And it's just like, it's not cool. It's not cool. I don't understand why guys do it. I really don't understand how stupid can you fucking be that you say, oh, I want to fucking go have a kid. Now, when I was younger, when I was like, I think I was like 13, I made this statement to my mother, I want to have 4 kids. The reason why I wanted to have 4 kids is because my parents had 4 kids. I was like, oh, that sounds nice. Because like as a kid, I had a pretty good upbringing. I was like, for the most part, homeschooled. And for the other part, I was like in school. The only problems I really had was like the school, because I got bullied so much. But it's just like, as far as my parents go, my parents were very loving and very nurturing. Unfortunately, they kind of switched up on me as soon as I went to Logan Paul's house, and that just, I got arrested, and they just don't want anything to do with me anymore, and that's perfectly fine. I get it. The only thing is just like, in this upcoming generation, it's just like, I think that you should wait till you're like 35 years old to then start thinking of making the decision to have what is called Planned Parenthood. It's just like, nobody plans to have a baby. It's just like, as soon as they figure out that it's pregnant, oh, everybody revs up to fucking 9,000 RPM. Everybody starts running around fucking 120 miles per hour. Freaking, oh, let's do the fucking... And it's just like, if okay, I understand that everyone's not me, and I understand that people do want to have kids when they, like, a 40-year-old man who hasn't had kids, maybe he wants to have some kids. Go fuck up your life. Go ahead, do whatever the hell you want to do. I think it was like Bill Murray. I was like watching this one podcast, and like it was like one of those things that are so serious, so filled with real emotion, and like a person finally gets to say it out in front of like an audience to a live person, and it just gets glazed over. And this dude said, I had 5 kids and it's completely destroyed my life. And it wasn't a joke, it wasn't funny, It's just like he said that, and it was just like, I remember like it hurt me, because I'm just like, once you have a kid, it's just either you pay for them or you're going to prison. So if you are going to have like a kid, if you're gonna have a family, and that's your life's mission, it's like, at least plan it a little bit. It's just like, having a kid isn't just like putting a quarter in a gumball machine and then fucking popping out a kid. That's what happens, but it should be as taken seriously as like going to college. If you're 30 years old, if you're 35 years old, you should have started at 30 educating yourself of the human psyche, of how are you going to direct these kids. It's just like, you should have read 32 parenting books before you actually decide, I want to have a kid. It shouldn't just be a random, like, oh, like people can't even decide, oh, let's just randomly go to the fucking movie theater. It's like, no, we can't afford it. We can't afford it. We can't afford it. Stop everything. Stop everything. We can't afford to fucking go to the movie theaters, but we can afford a fucking child. It's just like, people are so stupid. And it's really, really sad, because they're almost like livestock. They're almost like cows. They're almost like pigs. They're almost like animals, because they don't use what they have been bestowed with is their mind, because where the mind goes, the body follows. Ooh, that sounds nice. I think I just made that up right now. I want to make sure that you know that, like, I'm not trying to come across and say that I am above anybody. I want to say that, like, of course, if you know my life, I am, like, at the bottom of the totem pole. I'm at the bottom of the bottom. I have no education. I went to community college for, like, 1 year. Like, it's just like, I literally don't know algebra. I don't know any math. I barely know my times table. I can't divide, bro. Like, I can't, like, do any sort of math. Any sort of math. I don't know what language arts even is. The only thing that gives me an advantage is because I am a solo person. I'm a single entity. I'm like this dude who's just all alone. And when you are alone, you get to observe what the crowd is doing, and you're like, and it becomes so cliche of, like, you know, watching the crowd and, you know, oh, be different. You know, we have banners of that everywhere. Oh, be yourself, be different. It's just like, when you be yourself, when you be different, the crowd will try to kill you. And that's where they are very, very smart. Is that, you know, as a last result, you know, they'll come up with like a machete and try to physically kill you, or take a gun and try to kill you as a last resort. Everything before that is that they are so, they change the whole environment around you, and I don't know how to do it. It's almost like evil magic, but they literally force you to make you think that you want to kill yourself. And when you make a person kill themselves, your hands are clean. They did it. That wasn't me. I didn't do anything. So it's like the potential of being smart with your life, because it's just like I'm trying as hard as I possibly can to live my life correctly. And let me tell you, it is so hard. It's so hard to get this 350-pound body up every single morning and do something productive when there is no motivation, when there is no mom, when there's no dad, when there's no brothers. I don't have any sisters. When there's no friends, when there's no like female there who's physically attractive to you to make your body want to get up and do something. Like when there is no money in the bank. It's just like when you are at that point and you start reminiscing, and I'm talking about me, when you start reminiscing about your past and how badly you fucked up, and you're just in this stew of depression, and you're just sitting there drinking, drowning yourself with the stew of everything in your past, that you don't even stop to think of, like, you know, maybe, possibly, I can make a great, successful, positive future.
I am this close to falling off the deep end. I know I'm smiling right now, but the light inside me is dying.